Hello everybody! Today we're going to continue our exploration of finding the area of rectangles. And today we're going to work on how to form our rectangles by using some tiling with unit squares. If you're in class, we are going to actually use tiles. If you're at home, you're just going to have to draw them in and make do. Or if you have some tiles at home, remember square Legos are great, Cheez-Its work, anything that would be the same square shape. It doesn't matter how big the squares are, they just have to be the same size squares. And then we're going to form arrays and be able to solve some missing side lengths and missing areas of some rectangles. So let's take a look. What if I told you that this side of this rectangle is 2 inches long? If I'm thinking about using tiles to fill this, what does that tell us? We know then that this side is going to have 2 square inch tiles that fit on the left side, right? I can take 2 square inch tiles like this, and what it's telling me is that in that rectangle at the top, I'm going to have this on the far left side, right? If I picked it up and I placed it there, it would go right in there if I have it the right size. What if I told you that the area is a total of 12 square inches? That tells me that you're going to use 12 square units, square inches, to fill in that space. And we already know that we're going to start with having 2 of them, right? Because we know that the left side is 2. What we don't know is how many go in each row. We know we need to have 2 rows, and we know we need to have a total of 12 tiles, but how many are going to go in each row? And what we can do is we can start to count by 2s. So we can go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and it looks like I have to make my rectangle a little longer here, 12. So do you see how that works? So I've got 2 square inch tiles on the left. I've got a total of 12 square inch tiles. So what is my missing side length here? How do I figure out how long this rectangle is? Well, what I'll do is I'll count how long the side is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we know that this side must be 6 inches. And what we've discovered basically is 2 times something equals 12, right? If we write that as a multiplication sentence, we would write it as, we know we have 2 rows, we have a total of 12 square inches, right? So what's our other missing side length? And we've discovered that that would be 6. Okay. Let's take a look at another one where maybe I give you the 2 side lengths but not the total. So what if we have something like this, where I tell you that this side is going to take 3 square centimeters, and I feel like I should shorten that, so hang on. That's a little more equal. And then this side is going to be 7, so I'm going to have 1, 2. See, I already have to include that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So if I tell you I have a rectangle that has 3 centimeter length on that side and 7 centimeter length on that side, and I ask you what would the area of the whole rectangle be, well, all you have to do is take your tiles and continue your rectangle. Right? So I'm going to draw my lines down here, and I'm just going to finish it off, tile up the rest of the rectangle, right? So now I've got 3 on the left, I've got 7 across the top, and now I can either count all of them in between, which I really hope you don't do, or we can skip count, and I can go 3, because I know there's 3 here, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. And how would I write that as a multiplication sentence? Well, 3 for my number of rows times 7, how many in each row, or how long the top side length is, equals a total of 21 square centimeters. Remember, we want our unit because we want to know how much space is filled inside. And remember, square centimeters is extremely different than square inches, right? So what if I told you that you need to create a rectangle that has a side length of 6 inches and a total of 24 square inches? Okay, if those were the given parameters. Well, you know you have to make a rectangle, right? And you know you're going to use a total of 24 square inches. That means inside this rectangle here, you're going to have 24 squares. You also know that one of your side lengths is going to be 6 inches. And I'm just going to put it on the longer side because I'm thinking it might be on the longer side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my 6. Okay, and I double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I've got it. I've got 6 equal parts on that side. But I don't know how many parts, how many rows to make, right? How many parts to break my left side into. So what I can do is I can count by 6s to see how many 6s will give me 24. Because if I make a row of 6, I know there's 6 of them, right? And then I can do another row of 6. What is that going to get me? That's going to get me 12. I haven't used 24 yet, right? So I'm actually going to extend, once again, my rectangle a little bit because I didn't make it quite the right size. Give me just a moment. We'll extend this. And then if I make another row, well, if I count by 6s, 6, 12, 18. And then I have another row of 6. That gives me 24. So I can double check. Do I have 6 going across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Do I have a total of 21 square inches filled in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This is why I like skip counting better. So the question was, what would the other side length be, right? What would this part be? So all we have to do is count how many rows we have or how many tiles we have going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this side length must be 4 inches, right? Because it took 4 rows of 6 cubes or tiles to give us a total of our 24 tiles. Okay. So today you're going to be doing something very much like that. It's going to be giving you some rectangles that you are going to complete first. You get to draw on the lines and finish off the rectangles and find out the total number of squares or the area. And then it's going to give you, you're going to have a couple of word problems where you're going to be asked to make a rectangle with certain properties like we just demonstrated here. I really strongly suggest if you are working at home, find something square. Find cubes, square Legos, Cheez-Its, dice, anything that you have that might be square that are the same size that you have several of them. It's going to make this a lot easier. You can even build them first and then draw on the lines after once you have the solution by building it with the squares. So good luck. Have fun.